Hello lovely people, how are we all doing today? It's me again, and I'm here to do a little video for you for our country retreat journal, which I have been enjoying working on. So after the mini journal launch and everything, I'm back to it so we can get on with it. Right, I'm going to use the signature today, and I'm going to use a mailer. So one that looks like this. I haven't made one to show you because I'm packing orders today, so I'm just doing it, you know, with the one that we're going to make together. So that's going to go into the signature here. So you want a mailer. We're going to trim our mailer to 8 inches, and I think it's 4 1/4 inches across. Yes, 4 1/4 this way. But just use what you have, guys. You can take a bigger one, trim it down, or you can just take 2 sheets, a sheet of copy paper and fold it to make this size. All right, so just use what you have, really, that's it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to use. The other pages I have gathered, let me just show you quickly, are this sheet from RachandBella's country retreat page. And then I've also used this bottom one here from her country retreat mini pages. All right, so that's from the country retreat from RachandBella's part of the kit. So that's what I've used. And then just going to use some ephemera bits and pieces, scrappy bits and whatever. I'm going to use some doilies as well, so for ephemera. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I did find a spot in here where I'm going to put this. So it's on the peach page, if I can find that. Okay, so we're going to put it over here. Okay, so we've got the peach page, that page. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so I'm just going to put this to the side because we don't need that for the moment. And we are going to get on with it. Right, so what you need to do, you need to take your mailer. Now, a new one, an old one, it makes no difference. This is a new one, although I have taken another one to do the same thing. Now, mine hasn't been closed, so if you have got one that's new, just seal that up. All right, so just go like that and seal it up. And then what we will do is we will trim on the side with a window. Okay, so I have got mine here. Right, so I folded it up. I've trimmed down a sliver off the side with the window, all right? And then I've also trimmed it to be 8 inches in length. It was longer, but I've trimmed it down to 8 inches. Now, you might want to do yours slightly longer if you're using a letter size paper. But because mine's only 8 1/4, I just went with 8. You might want to go with 8 1/4 if you're using US letter. Right, so just have a check on your page before you do it so that you know how long. You don't want it extending off the page. That's what I'm trying to get at. All right, and then all I've done is I folded it in half, as you can see. So I've just gone like that, put the window side down so that you don't break this little bit. And then you can just go like that. And you've got it in 2 halves. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is I don't like the blue behind here. It's not going with my color scheme. So I just want to grab a piece of paper, and I'm just going to use this one here and my pair of scissors, and I'm going to just cut a piece. Optional. You don't have to do this, but I tend to do it. So that's what we're going to do. Now either side's really pretty actually, but I'm going to go with that one. Right, so I hope you've all had a good week. I hope that you managed to get all the goodies that you wanted if you were looking at my sale, my bundle sale, my summer sale. I have replenished the surprise bundles in the pinks and the blues, so go and pop over there if you missed that. That's in my website shop. So you'll be able to get that, and I'm hoping to put some flower bundles in by the time I finish this video as well. So yeah, there, that looks cute, doesn't it? Right, now I folded this in half because I want to cut the pieces of paper rather than cover the whole thing, because it just bulks up the fold line here. All right, so that's why I've done it like this. Now this side I'm going to put on another scrap that I had, which was also from Rachel's Kits, one of her background pages. I don't know if you can see that. All right, I'm going to stick this down, but before I do that, listen to Abby, I'm going to just cut open the window. Now, you don't have to cut the window open. You can just go right over the window, and I did think, oh, let me do that, but then I thought, no, we'll have a bit of a window sticking out, so there we go. But it's not a must. All right, so the way I do this is I just need my little clips here. Got two of my little clips. I'm going to just, I've cut this to size already just to save on time. I want to just put that there, and right, and then I just gauge it. So I just look here and I just gauge it, and it doesn't even mean that I'm going to use the whole area, because the window ends there and I'm actually going to go further in, but I don't want any of the white area to show, so I'm just making little marks with the pencil here, just so that I can gauge how big I want that. So probably going to go there. I don't want it to be up to the halfway mark, so that's 4 inches. Right, so I've just got those little lines there now, and I'm going to just make a bit of a window, so it's really as easy as that. So I'm just looking at that top one there. I've lined up my ruler. Oh, that was quite lucky. Let's move it this way. And yeah, you don't need to be precise, guys. You know, this is supposed to be fun. So there's no measuring. I'm just using this edge that I have of my ruler, more or less, just to make like a bit of a rectangle. And very quickly I'm going to cut that out. So I do use a craft knife, as you know, but you know, I find it easy, really easy, and the blades are cheap. And this is a really old Stanley knife before they went into plastic. This one is still metal, got a metal casing, and I used it when I used to do my scrapbooking when my children were younger, but I haven't done that for ages, really ages. Now, I've also talked too much and gone a bit high on the cut line there, but who's to know? We will be doing things to this piece, so I'm not too concerned. Right, so there we go. Cut that out, and that will be good to go, and we can stick that down on there. There you go. Look, it looks like that was the size of the window the whole time. It's fortunate, isn't it? Yeah, so we are going to be making a page wrap with some tucks and pockets, and yeah, a bit of fun with the envelope, because why not? You know, I just love my fun with my envelopes. Now, this is not actually a new project for me. I did this exact project 3 years ago in my, let me think, Floral Folly journal. That was it. So yeah, that's how long ago I did this. So yeah, and you know, sometimes we need to revisit some of those oldies because they can be goodies, and this is one of them. So I like this, especially when it comes to anything I can do with some mailers. Right, so we've got that there, happy with that. And I'm going to take this stripy piece there and put it on the other side. All right, so I'm going to do that there, and I'm going to leave the middle bit open. I just want to, I'm going to press this down properly in a minute, but I just want to get some ink on the fold line there. All right, and then where this isn't sticking quite as well as we'd hoped. Right, that's better. Okay, so let's get this bit down. So I'm going to go with it like there. Again, I haven't actually inked this one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. You know, guys, I must tell you, I had good intentions this week of taking a day to get some painting done that I haven't done in my house since I moved into it over 6 years ago. Can you believe it? So I started with it, the ceilings, and I did the ceiling bits, but the cornices needed painting, and I haven't done that for 6 years, purely because, not because I'm lazy, just because I just haven't found time. My life is crazy, and I haven't been crafting for 6 years, but you know, there's always something with when you have obviously my children were a lot younger then. Saying that, my son turns 25. Or when you see this video, it'll be his birthday, but today is Friday here, and his birthday is Saturday. Yeah, 25, I can't believe it. Do you guys feel when you look at your children that are all grown in their own houses, and I think to myself, oh gosh, it was yesterday you were 2 and you had 6 teeth. And when I say that to them, they think I'm crazy, but it's true. I do look at him and think, God, you were 2 and had 6 teeth. But yeah, they're all big and grown up now. He's got more than 6 teeth. Yeah, I do. I think of my daughter as well, also little with 2 pigtails in her little outfits, and oh my gosh, kids. Right, now I did have a piece of lace here somewhere. Is it this? Yes. Okay, so I wanted to get that onto that side there. Just this side I'm doing that because we've got pockets on, we're going to have pockets there. And I wanted to get that on there. So we've got that lace on there, and I'm going to leave it that side. I'm just going to trim this little bit off. There we go. Too small to use that bit, and that's going to be cute, isn't it? So that's going to dry. So we'll let that do its thing, and in the meantime we'll go back to this side here. Now what I did was, with the mini page with the flowers over here, I cut these flowers out, right? So that's what I've done. You can see here, that's that one. It goes that way, but I'm going to turn it that way, and I want to stick that up at the top there. All right, now there's just one thing I am going to use my sewing machine for, and that's going to be, before I stick this down, I want to make 2 little pockets here. You could make 1 large one, you don't have to make 2. So what I've thought of doing is, I want to, and you can glue this, but I'm going to find the middle mark, which is there. Yeah, and I'm going to draw a little line. Just take the first thing I see. So got my pencil so it rubs out, and I'm going to just stitch across there quickly, and that's going to give me 2 pockets. You could just take your glue and glue it, but we also have this opening over here that I want to close up. All right, so I'll probably just go across those 3 sides there and a little bit in the middle, but guys, you can glue it. You know I like to sew. It's just my style. It's not a must. So let me do that and I'll be straight. Okay, so I have stitched it all around, just from there to there, and then I couldn't help myself, I went straight across there. But as I say, it's not a must. All right, so we've got our little pockets, 1 in there and 1 in there now, and you'll see why I say you don't actually need to have a window. I'm going to have like a bit of some sort of cover it up a bit. Okay, so we've got our flowers that I've cut out from there, and I'm going to put that down just over there. So what I want to do is, let's get some glue on this. I do want to tuck 2 of these little die cuts in, and again, those are also not a must, you know. It's going to look, I'm sure, absolutely fine with whatever you choose to do. If you've got other fussy cuts of greenery, that would be good. you know, like this. And then I'm not going to quite press it down over here until I've got my glue on here. Now this is going to, the bit that's going to stick across the window quite a lot, but I quite like that sort of veiled appearance, and get it right across there. Yeah, and I quite like that look. And then I'm going to take a little bit of pink just to bring a little bit of pink out. All these dyes are on my Amazon favorites if you have a look there on the list. This isn't a, these actually do come from one of my Sizzix, the Tim Holtz Sizzix. Right, so we'll just get that there like that, and now we can press it all down. And I really just like how that's turned out. Okay, yeah, now I did have another one of these. I took this from my mini journal, and I thought, do I want to put that there? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So this just was from my mini journal, my country retreat one, which is, I love. It's one of my favorites, I think, right up there. I love making it. I spent the whole weekend just faffing, and yeah, it was fun to do. Right, so we've got that there, and now we're going to just do something on the other side. Now this one's got the 2 pockets. This one's got just, it's going to be a tuck spot thingy. So I've got this one over here, and I'm going to stick this one on, no, was it this corner? That's it. So that it can peek over just onto the lace a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. And then over here I've taken this blue leaf, and I'm going to stick that under there like that. Was it that? Well, it is now. Right, so we're going to stick that one down there like that. So I wonder now if, well, we'll try and get this one down first. Aren't they so pretty? I actually have these, it looks like hollyhocks, I think, and we've got them down my road in these colors. It's so pretty. Well, I am sort of in the countryside, so you know, really pretty. Love flowers. I love nature. I think most of us do. It gives you such well, I feel really happy when I walk in nature. You know, I feel it's grounding me. Right, I'm going to stick that, yeah, I think here, picking up on these little blue flowers, if I don't cover them all, that is. And then we just put some glue on this one. Okay, so let's turn that there. We want to get it, don't want it to go over the edge there, so that's it. Stick those all down like that. Okay, right, so now if you lift that up, we can fold that. I'm going to just put my, you really should leave a little while just to do its thing, but there we go. All right, so we're going to have a thingy on each side. Now what I did over here for the pockets was I took the scrappy bit once I cut those flowers out. So this bit here, you can see. And then this one was another scrap from one of her other background pages, and I've just put that there. These measure 3.5 inches because this is 8. I needed a space in between, and then just, I think, 2 inches wide. So 5 centimeters by, what is that? It's not quite 10. I think it's 9. Yeah, 9. All right, so I thought I'd put this one into this pocket. So let's hope it goes in. All right, so that's just peeking through there. And then this one here we'll put into this pocket here, and you can have some nice secret little notes on there. And I love a little secret note. All right, so there we go. So now I'm going to take the signature and we want to attach it onto this peach page. So you want to have that at the bottom there, and you want to have that on the top there. How lovely is that? All right, at the last minute I just decided that I'm going to add some stenciling here, so that goes that way. Just want to see how far I need to. I just want a little bit. So let's see. Okay, we'll put it on the side here then. There you go, it's just a light little bit, nothing dark. Okay, that was just with my Victorian velvet. Okay, so that's going to go there. This, as I said, is going to go here. And then I'm just going to take my, I'm going to tuck that in so that it's going to lie pretty flat. And you want to just even out the top and the base here. So let's try and turn it this way. And that looks fine. So I'm going to just put some glue over here. Get that folded down. I would use my little clips on there. But before I do that, I'm going to turn this over and do the same on this side. So let's just put some glue on here. I'm doing it about 1/4 inch wide. All right, and we'll close it on that side. And then I think this is where we need to just put on some clips here quickly, just to make sure that it's gonna dry. All right, so I didn't put any stenciling on this side, but I have it here, so I can do that quickly. I just think it adds something to it, doesn't it? Put that back in my drawer. Need to have a stencil cleaning day, I think. All right, so that's drying nicely, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, let's just open it up. Doesn't it look so pretty? And you've got your little, well, they're clipped in place there now, but you've got your little cards, and that really looks nice. So I'm happy with that. Now, what I grabbed was a couple of things. I grabbed some doilies here, which I have just backed onto my avocado background paper, just to make them robust. Now, I didn't know. I thought that one might have worked well in there. So I've got that to go in here. And then I've also grabbed one of Rachel's little envelopes, which I've just stuck down. I did have this little scrap of fabric, which I thought would pick up nicely with these colors. So I'm going to just grab my fabric tack here, put some glue on the back, probably on here is better. Just a little snippet there, and I'm going to get it just like that. And then this is just a piece of lace offcut, and I'm going to just stick that on too. So we're making like a little bit of a cluster. There we go. And then I had a little postcard. So these are from my country retreat ephemera pack and add-on, and I've made these postcards. I've just sewed these little snippets into the edging that I was doing there, and then I've put that same paper on the back. All right, so I thought the bluer one could go in here. I'm not sure, I'm just like thinking out loud really. And then this little snippety thing, it's still wet really, but I was going to put it in here. And I don't know if I want to put this one in here. This might just be enough. Yeah, and I don't know if I want to do that as well. Do we? Do we? Right. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. I haven't eaten. I'm so bad with the eating. Right, so we'll put that in there and I'll see how I feel about this card. We'll come back to it. And then on this side, I thought I was going to take this that we made and put that in there, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take one of these, or maybe two of these, and this was the card that I was also going to put in here. So that can go in there, and then I've got these other doilies. I think it's enough. Right, so we'll go with that. Let's just move it up a little bit. All right, so that's what we've got in there, and I think that looks really nice. And doilies and country living are good. I'm not sure I like that one in there. We're taking it out. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm like. I go with something and I end up with something else. I might end up putting this in there, I don't know. Yeah, I quite prefer that. Okay. So there we go. I've got that in the front and we've got that over there. And that's perfect for brightening up a plain page. Get out those mailers and look in your scrap pile of everything that you want to put onto these mailers. You could definitely cover them with a base paper and then decorate them according to whatever journal you want to put it in and make like a mass make. All right, guys, you can see we've got our little cards in there. Cute is that? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, that's your project for today. Go and have some fun with it. We've just got to put everything back into the main book. We'll get that all sorted. Go and enjoy a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Sunday with a nice little quick project. I have one in mind. So look, take good care of yourselves, guys. It can be really hot in the world at the moment and also really cold, according to my mum. So take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Thank you, guys. Bye.